ACCUSTATS Video Productions proudly presents Championship 9-Ball. I'm Grady Mathews, and I'm honored to be in the booth with my longtime friend and one of the great minds in all of pocket billiards, Danny DiLiberto. Danny, you want to describe to our viewers what's coming up here?
Well, first of all, thank you for all the nice things you said. I feel the same way about you here.
Well, you deserve them, my friend.
This is a great matchup. You know, you have a young Shannon Daulton and Johnny Archer, who we don't think of as young, but he is. You know, he's been around so long that we don't think of him as young. And he really has much more experience in a situation like this than Shannon, and I think I'd have to favor Archer.
Boy, I don't. I make this almost a pick'em match. Shannon plays great bank pool, great one pocket. He's made himself quite a bit of extra money here lately gambling, and he's a terrific shot maker. Plays very good defense, too. I'd give Archer the edge maybe in the break department, though.
Well, I just think the big edge here is the experience. I don't think that Shannon handles this kind of crowd very well.
And we are at the U.S. Open. We haven't
Right.
mentioned that yet. And there's a capacity audience here, and knowledgeable pool fans they are too, Danny.
Right. And you're actually, you know it and I know it, you're actually under a microscope when you're playing in this, especially in center ring like this.
Now look at his break, Danny. He took the frontal approach, trying to make that nice thick hit on the one ball, and nobody that's played, especially on this table, has had any success with that. Now, I did a player review with Johnny Archer last night, and he played almost a flawless match against Morrow. And anyway, Johnny made some adjustments, and he was making the ball almost every time on the break, and if Shannon doesn't make an adjustment, I think he's going to have a long night.
Yeah, you're right there. That break he just made there is the kind that'll get you to sleep in the streets.
And these are tough pockets.
Yes,
It's a little humid in here, and those corner balls just aren't flying in the pocket.
Yeah, but I've heard that of all the tables in the room, this particular table that's used for our ACCUSTATS is the toughest one to make balls on the break.
Right. Well, what do you think he's going to do with the 5-ball here? The 5 and 9 are on the lower left-hand side rail. He either has to play position for a bank or maybe even a safety. I don't know.
I'm glad you said that, because I like to teach people that you don't always play position to pocket the ball. You play position to get just perfect, just like you would do to play position, but for a safe, not to pocket a ball and keep going. So there are positions that are better for playing a safe, and that's what you try to do.
Well, I would try to get where I could just 3-rail the 5 out of there and leave the cue ball behind the 6.
That's what he's looking to get down this end, and he's kind of looking either at a bank or, you know, get perfect where you can shoot the 5 and stick and double bank it away behind the 6, 7, and 8. I think he's going to try to do something like that. Now this ball either banks or he wanted to get that shot I was talking about.
Well, he got a pretty good angle here, I believe.
Yeah.
Might have came a little too far, though. He might have to pinch this a little bit.
Might.
Maybe the 2-rail safety that you suggested.
Yeah, I think that's what he's looking. He's looking to hit where he just put his finger past the side pocket and stick it.
Just stop the cue ball.
Yes, right. Just hook him on those 3 balls. No, see, he put his finger on his pocket. It would have been great. He just missed it. He just caught that point. If he didn't get the point, Shannon would have been.
Well, if he had that good an angle, he might as well have gone for the bank.
Right. I mean, as close as he came to the pocket, you might have been right. With a little more pinch, he could have made it. Now he's left an excellent safety for Shannon.
Yeah, all he has to do is miss the side pocket.
Yeah, I think he's hitting, you know, it's automatically coming on this side of the side. I don't think there's a problem there.
Well, he wants as little movement on the 5-ball here as he can get.
Yeah, right.
A little bit of left
Right,
inlet.
you don't want to make it stick out. He fanned it perfectly, and it's possible he left an edge. He did. He left the edge of the 5 to hit, which isn't a big deal ordinarily, but it's better than kicking. know.
Well, it is here. Don't you think he has an angle to maybe two-rail the 5 and put the cue ball up the other end if he can hit that much of it?
No, he can't.
Look, he's playing. He's going to play the 9.
He's looking at the billiard. He can't hit. Your shot would be great if he could hit it full, but he can't. He's playing the billiard, but he might be betting the game on the billiard. Yeah, I don't know about that shot. You know, you're betting the game on that shot. You better make it. You know.
Well, if I didn't have a full pocket for the 5, I'd just park Johnny behind the 7.
Well, there's nothing wrong with just drawing the ball and making the 9. I mean, that figures to be Shannon's style. He can't make the 5, but he can come close to making this 9. I'd bet even money on making this 9, wouldn't you?
There's a nice view of it on the. Oh
sure.
Yeah, sure.
Of course.
Sure, it's a.
Oh, he can make the 5.
Yeah, I thought he might be able to make it.
Yeah, well, that's better yet, of course, because
now he can just play the 7-9 combination
right.
as soon as his pockets are stickable.
Uh-oh.
Look at that.
Uh-oh, wow.
Boy, did it look like he hit it too thick.
It did. I thought he missed it. Well, the thing was the speed. Had he hit that a hair harder, he would have missed that shot. Okay, Shannon gets first blood. He's winning 1-0.
And let's see if he makes an adjustment on the break.
Well, let me tell you something about this break. You know, I played Archer when 2 nights ago he beat me on the same table, putting the cue ball in the same spot he was. He kept making the corner ball. I could never make a ball. That is the one thing gets me crazy about the break. You know, we have to find some way that the rack is the same for everybody. You know, every time you break the balls, they're in the same identical position and everybody's touching like they're supposed to.
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah, it's like you don't rack them the same as I do. We got to find some way, some equipment to make the break the same for both parties.
All right, he changed sides of the table with terrible results. Look at those 5 balls clustered in the corner there.
Right.
Nothing came close to going.
He didn't get any action. Nothing came close to going, but he at least, but I wouldn't try it after one game. I'd have to try a couple breaks before I switch, you know.
Well, it's not which side of the table he's breaking from here. It's that the guys that have been successful for the most part have been cutting the 1 ball more than they normally would.
Right. And drawing to the rail, to the side rail.
Now, what shot do you like here, Danny? This is, I think he might as well shoot at this.
Yeah, if you don't have a safe, you might as well shoot at anything. You know, don't ever sell out a game with a phony safe. You know, you're better off shooting at the ball. So if you lose from there, at least you could have won. When you have a phony safe and you lose from there, that's bad. And that all comes to judgment and experience.
You know, I might consider just banking the 1 ball into the 4-9. Something's liable to go in. That's about as easy as cutting this ball in.
Wow. That's a little wild. He's kind of a wild player. You know, I've known him since he was like 14. He is a wild, straight shooting son of a gun, but that's really a little bit wilder than wild. Well, he tried a good shot. He tried to hit the 1 and go behind the 5, and he hit 1 too thin and hit the 5. But I don't think the 2-9 goes, so it isn't like he's lost the game from here, you know.
Well, now, if it doesn't go, the 2-9, Johnny will probably try to make this and just go over there just above the 2 and 6, so he'll be sure he can hit the 2 ball. And he can play a nice safety or play the 2 in the corner and run out.
That's what we were talking about. Get to the best vantage point to play a safe. I don't think, well, he's got an easy one.
Well, how about the 2-9 and the 9 off the 4?
No,
Does that
how
work?
about fanning the 2 ball on the right? He's looking at a possible shot here. Maybe this ball goes.
Well, it might go off the 4, too.
Yeah, he might be shooting it off the 8 and the 4. I don't know. The way he's looking at it, he's trying to see where it's hitting both balls. He might do that, but if it hits the 8 first, I think it's going to hit the 4 too full. But he has such a good safe. If this isn't the absolute certainty, he's supposed to play safe. Yep.
Yeah, it was dead off the 4. I thought it was.
Right, he played it right off the 4. Well, we have a tie ball game here. Now we'll get to see Mr. Archer break. He is like everybody's #1 for breaking balls. So let's just see how he handles this tournament table.
And if I were Shannon, I'd be watching very closely to see just how Johnny does break the balls and what kind of results he obtains.
Well, you're supposed to do that automatically. You know, if you're not making balls on the break and your opponent's putting the ball in another spot, that'll take care of another part of the table you don't have to mess with if your opponent's not having success. Yeah, that is part of it. You don't sleep in the chair and look up in the air. You got to see what your opponent's doing. Now, Johnny put it in a different spot entirely, right?
No, Shannon started off, I believe, on that side. Yeah.
Okay, let's see what happens for Archer.
Oh, he went right in the
He
side.
made the 9 in the side, but he lost the cue ball. It went in the side.
And that's the only ball that went. Right. By the way, Jimmy Wetch and Claude Bernatchez are tied up 10 apiece. That's a great match.
Yeah, look at this. And Jimmy Wetch is breaking. Yeah.
Well, Pat Fleming last night, to the surprise of everybody in here except perhaps the two of us, was behind in his match, and he fights his way back and gets to where he's only behind 10 games to 9, and he gives his opponent the break, and Pat wins that game, then gives his opponent the break when it's hill-hill, which takes a lot of nerve.
I thought about it a few times. And he wound up winning the match?
Yeah, he won the match.
Great strategy.
Now he has an angle here, I believe, to just tuck it in like so. Nice shot.
He got all right. Well, everything is all right if you don't miss. He got all right. So he can go from 3 to the 4 properly, but just don't miss.
Nice shot. Now, he doesn't want to mess with that 6 ball.
No, he has a little bit maybe funny angle, but I think he can pound it forward and out a little bit. You know, center ball, just bounce it. Oh, no, he went forward. He didn't want to mess with that.
Well, that's a good shot.
It's a great shot.
Because he can get on the 6 ball and just stop, and he's got the 7 in the side with a perfect angle to get on the 8.
Oh, yeah, he should be all right here. Looks like stick. We all recognize this layout. I wanted to see this many times when I was on the hill 10-10. Haven't you? Don't you love looking at this when it's 10-10 and you're shooting?
Yes, I do. Oh, now, you brought up the point. Now, Wetch was breaking over there, and Claude's at the table with a nice live ball. So Jimmy obviously didn't realize an advantage from the break. Very good shot on the 8. And our compatriot, Bill Cardone, is trailing Buddy Hall 7 games to 2, and I don't think he's had much chance to even get in that match yet. And our score is 2-1 advantage Shannon Daulton.
Now, where is he going to put the ball? Is he going to try a 3rd spot?
Well, he didn't learn anything from Archer.
No, except 9 went inside. But he didn't really have the right action on the rest of the balls.
Well, let me ask you a question, Danny. It does say that you're hypothetically playing a great player in a big 9-ball tournament, and neither one of you can make a ball on the break. Aren't you at least going to try to play the 1 halfway safe if it's going to be one of those kind of tournaments and one of those kind of evenings?
Well, there's a way to get the 1 downstream 2 rails. But, you know, how about Pat Fleming's move? Let them break.
Sure.
He should get rid of that.
Now look how squarely he contacted those balls.
Right.
Nothing.
He almost made a ball this time, though. I mean, the 3 ball almost went in.
Well, you like playing the 2-rail billiard, trying to make the 9 here? Got a great chance to get it safe.
He does. Yeah, that's not bad. That's a pretty good thought here. I mean,
well, he's got another good shot too. If he wanted to bank the 1, and he sent the cue ball over to the right side of the 6, he's got the 5-8-9 to hide the 1 behind.
Right, and then he's got the 2-9 combination if he did that. I think he's cutting and spinning it.
Okay.
He went right inside pocket, and here comes a 2-9 combination, I believe. I don't think Shannon will hesitate about this.
No.
The 5-8 are tied up. Oh, he'll fire this one in. I bet he don't roll it.
No, he doesn't roll many balls.
He's not going to let the table get him.
Okay, 3-1. You know, that's such a natural scratch in the side there, too.
Well, I have this thing I keep saying that the pockets are bigger for the cue ball.
Well, you may be right.
Yeah. Try to bank the 9 off that point. Where the cue ball just hit the rail after cutting the 9 in?
Right.
I'll let you have ball in hand. Try to bank that 9 in the side and a zigzag like that. It's just unbelievable. I keep making jokes about it, that the pockets are bigger for the cue ball. How many times you turn the cue ball loose and it finds the pocket?
Oh, many times.
Yeah. Except people who aren't good players don't know it's a bad shot, so they don't scratch.
All right, now look, he's moving to the middle of the table. Now, I haven't seen anybody try this. This might work.
Right. Dead center. Dead center. I think that was a little worse, to tell you the truth. I mean, he didn't get any action that time.
No.
Now what?
Well, he can bank it to 1, but you don't have to have position on the cue ball. But I don't see a great safety, so you might as well shoot at it.
Yeah. If he makes this, he'll have another bank. Oh, he's not shooting it. He played a safe and a pretty good one.
Well, he got away with that. But if he lets Shannon see the 1 ball, he's got an easy shot to park him behind those
right.
4 balls on the right-hand side of the table.
You're right. You're right. That's part of playing safe. It's like chess. You don't just get up and shoot a ball right away. You try to figure out where it's going to be and what your opponent's going to do to you if he can.
That's a nice shot.
Yeah, he kicked it.
Well, that Shannon's defensive game is underrated a little bit. I think he defends about as good as anybody out here.
Well, to win big one-pocket tournaments, you would have to have some pretty good defense in your repertoire, wouldn't you say?
Oh, no doubt about it. Now he's going to try to go rail first, then the 1 ball, hitting the high side of it, and maybe the cue ball goes over behind the 6. Like that. Oh, he caught the 6 a little bit.
He just caught the 6, or would have went the way you said.
Well, now I like to draw right into the 5 here and let the 5 stop the cue ball from going anywhere. Oh, he had a nice shot to do, too.
Yeah, he got
behind the 8.
He got him, but he has a pretty easy kick.
Well, if he can get to that rail.
He's looking at the ball like, yeah, he can get to that rail for sure.
Well, he wants to hit the bottom side of the 1, so the cue ball comes towards the 5-8. And it's surprising how low this cue ball will come back. If he makes a nice, about the right angle on the 1.
Well, he caught the point again. This time it helped him.
Yeah, he kind of got away with one there.
Yeah. Well, you really do. I tell people, don't get too happy when something good goes for you like this, because the other guy's still at the table. I'll tell you when to get happy.
What do you like here? Kicking at it?
You got to kick it. I like to kick it and aim up. Oh, I don't like kicking this way.
No, I don't.
He should have kicked 1 rail. Try to kick it to the Brunswick marker on the end of the rail.
Right, and the cue ball would have a chance to get behind the 9.
He might be selling out here.
Well, actually,
I don't like that shot at all. But
well, you know what he tried to do there? He tried to hit the high side of the 1, which he did, but not quite thin enough, and send the cue ball over above the 5 and 2. But hitting a kick shot that speed, it's pretty hard to be accurate.
You're right. He should have kicked that ball towards the end rail, towards the center. It was pretty easy to figure. Of course, from here we do see things a little clearer and we play better and all.
Oh, there's no question of that.
But he got away with it, except that he's going to have to survive a safe probably now.
Well, Johnny, according to what angle he wants to take on the 1 ball, he could reach over the table.
What is it?
He's going to try to draw the cue ball into the 2 ball, I guess, here is what it looks like.
I don't like this shot too much. I do now. But he had a shot where he could have cut the 1 without making it, which he couldn't make, and just go up where the 1 is now. Well, it turned out the same, but it looked like a little easier to.
Well, Well, I would have shot your safety too, but as I look at this, I think I like his better. I don't know.
Again, you have to wait till the shot is over before you really know if you got a benefit or not. See it? Now it doesn't look so good.
Shannon made a very nice shot there.
He did. Kick safe became a part of this game.
A big part of it.
Right, you know, we all weren't very happy with the rules in the beginning, but what it did do is bring another part of pool into the game, the kick safe.
Right. Now he's got a pretty good safety here.
If he can cut at it.
Yeah, cut it, stand like that.
No, he didn't snuffle him. What did he do here? He might have even left the bank, but the 2 doesn't go, or does it?
Yeah, the 2 will go. I'm looking right at it.
Okay.
But I don't see how he can get on it comfortably. If he banks this naturally, he either has to hit it easy, so the cue ball,
high karate,
or hit it hard. Yeah.
Stroke. I don't know. Maybe he has a bad angle, but if he's got an angle at it, he's going to shoot it. And hitting the cue ball high and hard, well, he's trying to draw it. He's going to try to hold it, drawing it. And he's playing the bank, I believe. He just missed it. Well, I didn't like him shooting it that way because that draw, as soon as you hit the rail, it's going to go.
Well, look how he
away.
is if he makes it, and he's
well,
not. The cue ball's not going to.
No good. The way he shot it, high karate would have. After it hits the rail, the cue ball, it would have kept trying to go forward. And
now Archer's just going to thin this one.
Thin it, and one rail behind the 6, and let the cue ball go upstream.
Well, he caught it.
2-4.
Too thick, yeah.
2-4. Another thing I like to preach, there are no casual safes. Safes are just like pool ball hit, trying to pocket it. You have to have some kind of accuracy. It's not just get up and hit it and they're safe. You got to make a good hit, just like you do pocketing a ball.
Now look at this shot. It's a tough position shot. He was looking at trying to get where he could shoot between the 5 and 8. I don't know what was going through his mind there.
He was trying to bounce up and get field goal position between the 8 and the 5, and he's close. He's looking at it. He can hit that 2, but he might not be able to hit it full enough.
Well, you don't have to even be able to get on the 3 here.
No. Oh, he hit the 5.
Yeah.
Bad hit. You're right. He made a bad decision there. He went a risky position way there. I thought he was going to try to go forward with a little bit of left-hand English, go between the 4 and 8, but that's ancient history now.
Well, for Archer, he should be delighted here because he made a poor safety on the 1.
Oh, sure, he can. You don't want to start trailing 4-1, as we mentioned in another video. This kind of equipment, a lead is much bigger than, I'm talking about tight pockets and wet conditions. A 3-4 game lead is much bigger than on dry, big pocket tables.
He's got a good angle here. Down to the end rail and out a little bit. Maybe we can give you an Efren score too. Well, I can't see it from here. And I don't know who his opponent is either.
Yeah, I don't know. Was Efren on the bottom score? Because someone's winning 9-6. Efren's leading 9-6.
Yeah, Efren's leading 9-6.
Okay, Johnny fell on the 6 perfectly. I see no problems here.
Nope. Even if he ends up straight in on the 8, that's no special trouble. And this is almost ideal. We can just bounce it out one natural rail. Good shot. He's playing one of the Japanese players. I get them mixed up. It's not Okamura, it's the other gentleman. And our score is 3-2, Shannon Daulton. He's playing Takahashi. Terrific player, I might add.
We've been getting those $5 t-shirts from Pro Leaguers Tour. There's a few of them left, so stop by and do a little shopping.
Okay. Johnny hasn't had success with the break now. Is he going to stick with that?
Well, no, he's only broken them once, so.
No, he's broken a few times. Only once? That's it?
Yeah, Shannon won the leg. And,
okay.
The only game he broke was the game he won. This is the second game he won.
Right. I was so into watching your opponent break. It's almost like you're breaking if you clack where he put the cue ball. He's putting it in the same place.
Well, Shannon did make a ball in his last break attempt.
Well, Johnny made the 9, of course, and scratched.
All right.
He got some action, but he didn't make anything.
Well, I find this fascinating. Pat Fleming and Buddy Hall, in my opinion, are the two best guys in the world at adapting to adverse breaking conditions. Now, these guys are getting abysmal statistics on their breaks.
I know it, and we knew it all week that this is not a good table to break on, and especially with all these people here, and the table's a little more humid.
Isn't that something, Danny? I tell people sometimes when I teach that if they aspire to championship level of pool, it's a big difference when you practice at home or in your favorite pool room with nice atmospheric conditions as opposed to having a few hundred people in a room.
Gene Albrecht and Michael Vaughn, you guys in the room, I'd like to see you over by the flow chart.
What it does do is it equalizes the matches. The break is not as big.
Now, he didn't mean to leave it this close to the pocket, but Shannon's not going to be able to hit the 2-ball.
Right, it won't do
even
it.
if he makes the 1.
That's another thing I tell people that I instruct. When you're playing a good player and you play it safe, don't put that ball you're snookering him on near a pocket because they'll break your heart, just as he did. But what Grady pointed out is he didn't have to get position on the 2, so it wasn't so dangerous.
Now, he hits this easy. The cue ball should, if he cuts the 2 a little. Oh, he could hit it.
He hit right on the nose.
Hit it right between
shot.
the 3 and 5.
Stick the cue ball, 2-rail the ball, and hope you don't make something else.
Well, we couldn't see that from this vantage point that he could do that.
I didn't think he could hit it straight on like that, but he made a...
That doesn't look like much of an
shot.
opening between those balls. In fact, you'd look at it on the monitor there, it's still sitting there like that. That's not much.
No. Well, let's see what this is. Tough kick. It's just so tough. When conditions get like this, it's so tough to kick those diagonal 1-railers.
He's pretty fortunate. Look what he did, though. The 8-ball made the 4 tough to deal with. That's the 4 and 8 on the far left-hand side rail.
Right, that makes it a little problem. But I think the 4 and the 8 are about 6 or 7 inches apart, and if he falls just right on it, he can shoot that 4 in that pocket where he's leaning right now. See, he's looking at just that. He sees a place that he can get, and he's got the right angle to get to that point. He's got to bounce one.
Yeah, he's got a perfect angle.
Yes. Oh, but he put some juice on it. He didn't need juice. He put some right-hand English on it.
Well, he had to stretch.
That's probably what did it. The stretch and the follow-through made him go to the right with the cue ball. He just needed to bounce.
might go for this, Danny, with low right English and try to send the cue ball back 2 rails between the 6 and 9.
Oh, yes, he has a pretty good safe.
Or he could play safe. I don't know how much of this 4 he can hit.
Yeah, he can hit, just fan it. Try to safe him. He don't have him snookered, but I don't know if Johnny will shoot or not. He probably will.
Well, he can cut this.
He can cut this right in, yeah. But now, cue ball is a little tough to control. Conditions are wet, and that ball's bouncing a little bit more. This is, if he executes this shot, then we know why he's number 1. Very difficult shot right at this moment.
And going 2 rails you can't really do because the 8 and 9 come into play.
Right. So is he going to try to roll it and fall just about where he is now? I mean, can he do that?
No, I think it's a little more severe of a cut than that.
Well, I don't know. Let's see. He went back and forth, but that's why it's so tough to shot.
Well, I think it caused him to miss the ball trying to do an exact thing with the cue ball from a awkward angle.
Very difficult shot.
Now Shannon's pretty fortunate too. He played a poor safety, and now he's back at the table with an excellent
you
shot.
thought that was a poor safety?
Yeah.
Archer went for the trap.
Oh, is that what it was?
That's what it was.
Well, I didn't know
You gotta know your victim.
Okay.
Now, you know why I say that? A long time ago, I saw a young player go up to Fats, Minnesota Fats. He asked him about a shot. Should he have shot it this way and all that? And Fats said, "Did you make it?" The guy said, "Yeah." He says, "Then it was the right shot." So in other words, we thought he made a bad shot, but he's going to win the game from that bad shot. So, and back to what I said, it's only a bad shot if the guy doesn't get out. You know, I mean, if in that case, if the guy gets out, it is a bad shot.
Did he get straight in here?
No, he's got a little angle to go 2 rails.
Okay.
And he
Nicely
just
done.
parked it. You couldn't have put it with your hand any better.
9-3, Hall over Cardone. Efren leading 10-6.
Here it's Shannon the Cannon 4 and Jimmy #1 Archer 2. His break has got fickle on him. You know, his strength is the break, and if you take that away, I mean, the matches get a little even.
Now I might be wrong, but if I'm correct, I think there's only been 1 ball pocketed on the break, other than the 9 that went in the side, but of course he scratched.
Right, Shannon made 1 ball, and what is this coming up here? The 6th or 7th break?
Yeah, the 7th.
Okay, now he pounded him, and he really didn't come close. Yeah, this has got the people all week. Players all are moaning about.
Well, you know what else it does, Danny, too? It takes a player completely out of sync. I mean, making a ball on the break, and now you run 18 balls, 27 balls. Now you really get a chance to get in rhythm.
You're right. You're right. The worst thing can happen to you is when you're not making balls on the break, because you got to either knit and safe and all that stuff, but you don't get a chance to get in rhythm. No chance at all. But when you're making balls on the break, you can fly around the table and get out. But all this where it's safety, you didn't make a ball in a push, and all that kind of stuff, it's tough to get in rhythm, you know. And Archer is a rhythm player.
Well, I think everybody is.
No, there's some people handle that knitting and safety, and they have better temperaments for it. Billy and Cardone is one. Nick Varner is another. You know, they can handle that a little better than, say, a Keith McCready or maybe even a Shannon or Johnny Archer.
Well, that's a good point. Now he's got a pretty good shot here. He didn't mean to have quite this much angle.
But these are all missable shots on this equipment.
On this tough equipment.
Yeah. The thing about this is he don't have to hit it that 2-rail speed. You know, this is similar to the shot he just missed, but he had to have 2-rail speed. Here he don't. 1 rail, twirl it in.
Good shot. Now he's got a perfect angle. He'll hit just before the side. Doesn't even have to draw this much with some right English, and just let the right English take him down towards the 7 ball.
Yeah, it's ideal.
Just like that. Hey, Efren won his match.
Efren won his match. 11-6. And the train keeps rolling, doesn't it?
Yeah, so it would appear.
He either has won or finished second in the last dozen tournaments. It seems like, anyway.
Oh, I don't think he's done that.
No, maybe.
But he's had a pretty good record.
Sure.
Okay, now you just go 3 rails. Low left English.
Got to catch that side rail just like that, perfectly.
That's kind of a stock shot in that ball.
Yeah. You say stock, I say conventional, means the same, but it comes up all the time. You want to play position for that 2 rails to catch that side rail because you can hit it a little harder and it dies when it hits that rail out of coordination.
Okay, 4-3 now.
4-3 Archer. Let's see if he can get his big break going. I don't think there is such a thing on this particular table, but let's see what happens.
They're chatting conversationally there, and I suspect that's what they're referring to, is the fact neither one of them can make a ball on the break.
Yeah, well, that's funny you were saying this because I saw a ball game one time where the commentators were saying the same thing. They were watching Yogi Berra went out to the pitcher and was talking to him, and everybody says, well, he's probably asking him how he feels, can he keep going on and all that. And all the while Yogi was asking him, where you want to go tonight to eat?
Yeah.
After the game.
Have you ever read any of those famous quotes of his? Boy, could he slaughter the English language.
I love it. We'll get into that. That's funny stuff. Well, he almost made a ball this time, but almost doesn't help. No, my favorite, they call them yogiisms.
Right.
Yeah, my favorite one is he goes into a Italian restaurant and orders a pizza. And the waitress comes to him and says, well, you want it cut 8 pieces or 4 pieces? He says, well, you better cut it in 4. I can't eat 8. That's my favorite yogiism. Yeah. Then they ask him about a restaurant, you know, the ball players. He says, no. No one goes there anymore. It's too crowded.
Yeah, he's famous for those. Yeah. I think he's going to try to bank the one. No, he didn't.
Safe defense.
Well, I thought he was going to play a little different kind of
thing. He left the window. He left it. I call this field goal position. Players like to say window, but to me it looks like a field goal position. He's right in between the goal posts and he can hit this ball. This is, again, the key shot. Fall on the 2 and you got a good chance to win this game. That's the whole racket right here. He didn't draw it as much as he would like, but again, when it's wet, it's tougher to draw the ball. You got to shoot harder to do the same thing.
Now you got a little problem with the 5 ball, Danny. It's down there by the 5 and 7 on the lower end rail.
Oh no, he's got to fall there. You know, it's tough. I mean, but we're talking about great players. That was not his stroke. He hit that ball with. See how he kind of jerked and all that, but he got pretty good on it. Oh, see where he is right now with the cue ball? He'd like to get that way on 5. See where he is right now?
Oh, sure.
That's what he's going to try to do.
That's what he's looking at right now.
Of course, it's a difficult shot. You know, we just got to expect these top players to do it. You know, to us, it's like second nature. He's going to fall there.
This is a perfect angle here.
He did. He got
just below center ball, left English.
That's how you get on a tough position ball, by falling right on the ball before the tough ball. And that's what he did. He got just perfect and perfect speed. And he should have no more problems here.
No, he wants to get straight in on the 6.
That's it.
2 rails.
That's what you have to do in wet conditions. Go up and down 2 rails. I fought that myself during this tournament, and I still try to roll it and go 1 rail, and I wound up a little further than I would like to be. He knows you can't do that. He just hit that perfectly. Now he just has to make this ball, and he's automatically on the 7.
He can just lay it on the end rail here.
Yeah, just want to get that little bit of angle where you fall on the 8. Even if you get straight, it's not, you know, you got something you can do. He's close enough to just draw the ball 1 rail, get straight in on the 8. Just like that. It was a little tough to go wrong in this particular layout once he fell into 5. That was,
Right, true.
That was the whole victory position.
Okay, our tally now reads 5-3, advantage Shannon Daulton.
He looks very comfortable now. I mean, to start with, he was a little fidgety, but I think he's ready to play hard and good. Yeah, he looked like he didn't stutter there. See, Shannon's a young, fast-shooting player. He doesn't, he's not a deliberate kind of player. When he's playing a little slow, he's not going to play as well. Once he gets running around that table, his opponent's in a little trouble. Well, he went right dead center again here. Let's see what happens now. The 9 trickle.
And he made a no, he didn't make. That was the only ball that went.
Ball he made, but that's the best one to make.
6-3 now.
Yeah.
Well, let's face it, Danny, those corner balls just aren't going to go on this table.
No. No, they react a little different here. The whole thing acts heavy. Balls all act like lead. On the break.
Yeah.
Okay, I think you'd have to go with the same break.
Well, sure.
Shannon.
Sure.
Let's see what happens now. Is the 9 going to fly out towards the pocket again? Oh boy, he could have got some good kicks. But meanwhile, this is what a player wants to do anyway. He'd like to make the 9, but you really just want to make a ball and have a shot on the 1. Of course, the 1 to the 2.
It looks to me like he's pretty straight in on that.
Right, he don't have too much to do here. But at least you have to feel good you made a ball on the break.
He's shaking his head, grimacing slightly. That must mean that he doesn't have a good angle to get down the table. But he's got a lot of things he could do here, too.
Right.
He might pull a cue ball behind the 6.
Well, see, that's a little tough because you have to shoot so hard to get that ball to draw that you'll lose the 1 ball. He's going to fan it and just go upstream behind these balls. Well, he got him with the 9. I thought he'd hit it a little thinner, maybe get it with the 7 and 8, but whatever that kind of is.
Well, some of these matches you just don't have a chance. Poor Billy over there has not had a chance. Buddy's playing flawlessly and leads in that match 10-4.
Yeah, the suffering for Billy may be over shortly.
Now he's going to try to hit the left side of the 1 and go over behind these balls. He didn't get there.
No, he sold out.
All right, what do you do here? You try to...
Well, under the present rules, you have to make sure that when you go into balls, you're not going to snooker yourself. So, I don't know. He's looking to see if he has the window to cut 2 in. If he makes that 1 to the side, will he fall right between the, what ball is that, the 7 and 8?
4 and 8.
4 and 8. Okay, that's what he's trying to do.
I think
that's a big gamble.
I don't know. He might have come a little too far.
I think he got there. Oh, I'm sure he did.
Well, that's a nice shot.
Yeah, that's a game. He's been doing that. You know, the old rules where we pushed out after every shot if we wanted to. You could gamble on positions like that, but the present rules, you got to make sure that you're not going to path your snooker. But he got perfect. He didn't get so perfect here. The 3 doesn't go.
Well, he's got a nice safety
Yes,
here.
He does.
If he's careful not to pocket the 3 in the right-hand corner.
I understand.
Just draw the cue ball back, right?
Shoot it off the ball on the rail and draw back right near where his right hip is. Or is he going to try to fall forward?
Okay, that's a good shot. I didn't realize he had that available to him. Now, this is really a bad shot. He can't get position if he's lucky enough to make it. And he's going to sell out either side of the ball he hits.
I call it, he's shooting this in self-defense. That's what I call this. It's a self-defense shot. See it?
That's a good shot.
He got through that part.
Well, now, go ahead, Danny.
He has the edge. He can see the ball, but you know, unless he hits it very, very thin, it can bounce out.
Well, what about trying to put it on the side rail by the 7 and trying to go 3 rails behind the 6? That I don't see anything any better.
No, you're right. He's got to try something like that because I don't think it lays to just fan it without losing the 4 ball.
Right.
Unless he can bank it into the 8, now that's a different story. No, he tried what you said.
Well, I think that's the right shot.
Well, it's not only the right shot, it's a great shot.
Well, a little bunt safety down there trying to thin that 4 usually ends up disastrously. Now, Johnny's a great defender, too. We didn't talk much about that.
He executed the shot. I'll tell you, he must have heard you. It went exactly where you said it would.
Now, look at this shot. This is a pretty kick. Reverse English.
Reverse English, and it massays after it hits the rail and goes back towards the 4.
Well, he's going to go to the in rail here. I mean, the side rail, the in rail, back into the 4 easy.
Yeah,
that's what he's going to try to do.
Yeah, it looks that way. Or is he trying to tie him up?
No, like this.
Look at this hit.
Well, the audience like that. That's some hit.
It's a great hit, and I'll tell you, I have this theory about kicks. I don't care what happens, it's better than ball in hand.
Well, not necessarily, because maybe we can get a close-up of that 7, see if that's frozen on the rail. Maybe Johnny couldn't have got out even with a ball in hand. I don't know. Now he's got an angle to break the 7 out.
Well, with ball in hand, he could have put this angle also.
But the 4 was on the rail.
It's still day in, day out.
Oh, I agree with you wholeheartedly.
You know, he executed the shot perfectly. For a second there, he thought he was going to be snookered behind the 7, but he executed it perfectly. And I see no more problems here because it's just natural speed. Cut the 6 in and play for the side pocket.
I like using some right English here and just going over to the side rail. That way you don't risk.
I don't. I just like rolling it one rail. He did that. He did it your way. It must be the right way.
Well, I don't know about that.
You said it, and he did it. So.
Well, that doesn't make it right.
Well, he's number 1, so whatever he's doing, I have to agree with.
As great a young player as he is, I don't know that there's a better 9-ball position player than you that ever played the game. So.
You're not getting my Bud Light. But thank you.
Well, no, I mean it in a very nice and well-deserved way.
Yeah.
Now, Johnny did not mean to go into the 8-ball. He's playing a little tentatively now, isn't he?
You're right. That wasn't his stroke. He kind of jumped up a little bit. He's not feeling. He's feeling the way Shannon did to start with, and then Shannon got in gear. Now this can happen for Johnny Archer.
Okay, 6-4. Well, I'll tell you what, we had 2 terrific shots there. The 3-rail safety by Archer and
that won it.
The reverse kick by Shannon, which he came very close to hitting exactly like he wanted.
Yeah, that was something. Johnny made an excellent save. Shannon made an excellent hit. So in this case, the excellent save won. Oh, Johnny's not happy with the right. There's something a little wrong there. The balls are dirty or something. He wants to clean them off.
Well, there might be a big hair on that too. Well, look at the powder that shook out of that rag.
You want to hear a story about a hair?
Sure.
I was playing snooker in Canada. Well, years ago, Rempe, Siegel, and myself played 3 world champion snooker on Canadian national TV. And I was playing Cliff Thornburn. And the audience had to wear tuxedos, and they're so reserved. I mean, they don't yell and scream for shots and all that. So let me hurry this up. We're on the pink ball, the 6 in the game. It's that tight a match, and Cliff Thornburn plays a long safe, just fans it and leaves me upstream. But first, he calls the referee. He says there's a hair on the ball. The referee moves the ball, takes the hair off, puts it back down, and then he cut the ball and left me a long shot. I tried a long shot and almost hit it. It looked like there couldn't fit anything in there. And I turned to people and I said, boy, if he wouldn't have took that hair off, I would have hit that ball. And the people went crazy.
They like that,
Up to that point, they were quiet. Well, anyway, Johnny's break is not working like usually. He's he lost the cue ball, and it went in the pocket. So now Shannon is making a face because he don't have a shot, I don't think, to make the one ball.
Well, he must have. If he's laying it here, he can make it.
Well, he could also be putting it there for a safe.
Now, it's worth mentioning, too, that in the placement of the cue ball with ball in hand, it's a foul if you move an object ball.
That's right. Now, he is, it's got to be very close because Archer's right over his shoulder, and he wants someone to come and look at it.
Well, I don't blame him.
Who are we calling? Okay. I'm not sure he's playing the ball. He might be playing the safe. Oh, he played that. Well, where's... Oh, the 2 is the ball that went in on the break. So he has a shot on the 3 now. I don't understand any of that.
I don't either. I wouldn't have shot it at all if I couldn't have gotten position.
Right, it's no good if you're not going to get
Of course,
out
he can elevate, and I guess he's planning to play the 4-9 combination or billiard next there on the lower end rail.
Oh, I don't like any of it.
No, I don't either. I don't like the way.
Well, this ball, he's playing a 9 right now.
No, he's not playing a 9. He's
this ball
3,
goes by. It goes by the 6 apparently. Yeah, it did. Except it didn't go.
I don't know what he was thinking about.
No,
there.
his thinking was a little bit astray there. Yeah,
I would have played safe on the one before I did that.
Sure, because with ball in hand, with one out, you could have got position. From where he played it, he could not.
Now he gives Archer a chance to really tighten his match up.
Well, let's see what he can do. Is he going rail first? Can he hit the 3? I can't tell from here.
Well, yeah, now as we look at it, I think he's got to go rail first. Oh, no, he didn't have to go rail first.
No, perfect shot. What a great shot. Well, this match is going to get close. It's going to be 6-5 right now.
It's a pretty easy shot. Unless the 9 is frozen, and even then it's very makeable.
Yeah, I would have to venture a guess and say he's going to make it.
Yeah. All right, 6-5.
6-5, we'll get the match here.
Well, I'm really surprised at that. This score could easily have been 7-4. I mean, especially with Shannon having ball in hand.
Well, we have a terminology about that. He went into brain lock or something. It was obvious that he wasn't going to, have a great shot on the 3, but he was doing what you said he was. He was trying to make the 3 and then the 4-9 combination, but from 9 feet away.
Well, he would have had a hard shot to make the 9, even if he makes the 3.
Of course. Yeah, the percentages, he used bad thinking there. The percentages were against him. And therefore...
Look at Archer in the middle.
Yeah, he watched Shannon,
right.
Yes. He still lost the cue ball.
Well, he's not comfortable breaking from the middle. But look at that 3-6-9.
Comfortable. This is the worst I've ever witnessed Archer breaking. Let's see what happens here. He has ball in hand to start, which you want. The 3's
Danny, I'm ordering a drink. Would you care for something?
No, thank you.
But I've noticed quite a few racks, Danny, usually on equipment where it's not breaking real good, you get a lot of balls tied up, it seems.
But meanwhile, he just made a super shot.
And he's still got the 6 to deal with, though. The 6-9 are playing tough. If he, well, it doesn't have the angle. Yeah. See how he grimaced there? He wanted to hit the inside of that 6 or 9.
Right. If he could have brushed one of them coming back, they would have opened up, and he's playing position 2. That's a good observation, even though that wasn't there. But
no, he didn't have the angle for it. Now he can just stop the ball here.
No, he's got a little angle. I think he's going one round.
All right, but he get about an angle about like this.
Right.
Well, he went farther than he meant to.
Yeah. Now, what is he going to do here?
Well, I'd make sure, and you touched on this earlier, it's critical. Make sure that you can hit the 6 ball.
Right. You don't want
to make a mistake, you can at least play safe.
he going to hit the 9 on the nose? No. Well, he don't have a shot. He doesn't have a shot. And I think now he just got to put the blood test here. I don't think he can snooker him, but he can fan it. And put
well, he's got a shot here, too. He can play the combination. Oh,
no, he's trying to fan it and go behind the 9.
that's a nice shot. If
Yeah,
he
but he
gets it.
left the edge. I'm pretty sure he left that edge. You think he did?
Yeah, looks like he
It
did.
looks like he left the, well.
Now, Johnny can put him behind the 7 or the 8 here. To go behind the 7, though, I think he hits his.
I don't know. Shannon shook his head on this. Did he shake his head because no, it was a terrible shot, or because Johnny can't hit it? But he is shooting at it, so he can fan it. And if he can miss the 7 going in, he might get him that way.
Yeah, that's a good shot.
It's a good shot. But you still have to sweat the kick here.
Well, he might be able to see the left side of the 6. But if he can, I don't think he can use left English, which
No,
makes the
even
safety
if he
tough.
can see the left side of the 6, he's still better off kicking, I would say. I don't see what he can gain just hitting that ball so thin, because it'll be so thin that the cue ball won't deflect enough to go behind anything. I think he's going to kick it, whether he can see it or not. I'll tell you what, you're not a big underdog to make this cross side.
No, you're right.
Okay, and then you might snooker the guy.
That was a nice shot.
Yeah.
Making that nice thick hit and making the cue ball stop. Important, too, for you aspiring players to use the high ball. And in that fashion, after the cue ball hits the rail and then the object ball, it's spinning towards the rail a little bit and it'll die.
That's why I pointed out that even if he could fan that 6, he was better off kicking.
Yeah.
He couldn't gain anything. Johnny made a good hit. I don't know if it's going to save him or not. Nope.
Well, from angles like that, it's awfully tough to come out good.
Well, Shannon can get control of this match again if he can get out here. And it certainly looks like he's going to. He got the perfect
this is a
angle
perfect
on
angle,
perfect
sure.
angle on the 7th. And is he going to billiard the 8? No. Oh, perfect control. Perfect control.
He'll kill this with inside English easy.
See, this is the bounciness I was telling you about. Earlier I played, and that same kind of shot. You know,
Well, you'd think that kind of shot would stop a foot shorter, wouldn't it?
right, that's what it is. And when it doesn't,
I mean, this shot, you're going to make it most of the time, but this is missable.
right, you want an easy shot. When you get control of the ball and you're running 6, 7, 8, 9, you want to have an easier shot than that even.
Okay, 7
But he
to
handled
5.
it. 7-5, Shannon Daulton over Johnny Archer.
They're going to take a little break. Are we going to take one too?
Is one of where's he from? Scranton, Pennsylvania, known as King James. Please welcome one of our seated players, Jimmy Remke. Long live the King, Jimmy Remke. On table number 5, our first player is one of the seated players. He is currently ranked number 16 on the Pro Billiards Tour.
We're back.
All right.
And as aforementioned, the score 7-5, Shannon Daulton at the table, and again electing to break from the middle of the table.
Oh boy, that sounded hollow. But he made the ball.
Yes, he did.
That was the worst sounding of all the breaks, and he made the ball. But he don't have a shot, but he has an excellent save.
And what about playing the 9 too? How about knocking the 1 down in the middle of the end rail, and might as well take a little light swing at the 9.
Bank the 1 towards the center of the end rail and go at the 9. But he's not. You know what he's looking at? He's
stopping
looking at
the cue ball.
pitching it. To bank it. He's trying to bank this 1 ball. That's what he's looking at.
Well, I touched on this early on in this commentary that he has exceptional banking ability.
Great banker.
Of course, he's from Somerset, Kentucky, and Kentucky, as we all know, is bank pool heaven.
That's what I tell everybody I ever play anywhere. I played a guy in Paris in June, and when he banked the ball, I said, "You must be from Kentucky."
Yeah.
That's what I tell everybody.
Well, they play partners banks sometimes for lunch, like you play partners 9-ball or you play 8-ball as a kid.
Atlantic City several years ago, he finished third.
Now he's also got a safety here that he just stops the cue ball and banks the cue ball over by the 3-5.
Right, that was the first shot I looked at. But then you point out a pretty good shot. You can win the game with a well-executed safe also. But he, I believe, is going to try to bank this cross side. He's looking at pinching this, and that's what I would bet he's thinking about.
Well, I like that if he can stop the cue ball. Maybe use a little left English.
Yeah.
Got a great chance to have it safe if he doesn't make it. His shot isn't bad either because that 3 looms big. If he hits it slightly long, which is how it lays naturally anyway, it may go in off the 3.
Good. You're right. Not a possibility there, but I still like your first shot. Cut that ball, bank it towards the center of the end rail, and try to billiard the 9. That's a free shot, a chance to win the game. The reason I like that, it's all just logic. If you shoot the other safe, you don't have to win the game. You're not shooting to win the game. You can come with a perfect safe and later lose the game. Right here, you can win this game with a good safe too.
That's true. And meanwhile, I don't know what we're waiting on here. I guess they're waiting on the announcements that are
They are announcing other matches right now, and we're waiting for that.
Well, this match got started about an hour late because the previous match took longer than expected.
Former World Straight Pool champion, 2-time U.S. Open 9-ball champion, member of the Hall of Fame.
And he's taking 5 minutes to announce all Nick Viner's titles.
On 12 will be Mika Immerman and Jimmy Wedge.
And Pat Fleming,
See the
our
measurement?
producer, is playing. Yeah.
Yeah, Pat Fleming's having a very good tournament.
Yes, he is. I don't know that gentleman he's playing, I don't think. Well, he found the only way to hit it that he could sell out.
Well, I'll tell you what I found in this equipment. It's wet, but at the same time, it doesn't necessarily mean the ball's banked sharper.
Oh, that's
Did
true.
you notice that?
Sure.
Usually, like in Florida when I play on a wet table, it banks sharper automatically. This is wet and it doesn't bank sharp. Maybe it's because of the newness of the cloth on the rails. It's just a little contrary. I got fooled a few times myself. Okay, Johnny has a pretty good layout here. I don't see any balls tied up. I mean, he's got the right angle in the 2 to get to the 3 in this corner.
Or he can play it in the side even if he wants.
Well, I think he's going to kill it and shoot the 3 in the corner.
Yep, you're right.
Now, well, unless the 4 goes in this other pocket, he still has something to do. When I say other pocket, it looked like if he got straight in, he could shoot the 4 in the right-hand corner and then go 1 rail to 5. Now, he has to shoot it in. Well, that's what he's doing anyway. So apparently he didn't.
We got T-shirts. Only $5 a piece.
I don't see any problems with that anyway.
Pro Billiards Tour logo on the back of it. This is a great opportunity.
No, I don't either. He's going to play 5 on the side,
Left behind.
I believe, although he could play position to the corner just as easy, but I think the
Yeah.
side pocket's correct.
Depends on the angle. You know, these pockets are a little bit small, and if you have an extreme angle inside, it may not hold the ball. But in this case, he don't have to shoot it hard. So he has the angle where it's almost natural speed to cut it in and bounce 1 rail a little bit further than cue ball is right now. He can get past the spot if he wants to. But getting on the spot would be perfect. Well, he went a little past it, so he has to do a little extra. He has an easy shot on the 6. When you have an easy shot, you can do extra.
Well, he can go 2 rails around it or bounce it out 1 rail.
Right.
Or he was a little more straight than I thought. But this is perfect here.
Yeah, he's perfect. He can get close as he wants to the 9 now.
All right, our score is going to be 7 games to 6. I don't know. That shot Shannon had, to go back to that, I think sometimes you can get a little too aggressive. He, to put it another way, he had 2 or 3 ways of playing it safe, and he could execute those 100% of the time. The bank was, of course, it looked pretty free, I have to admit. He caught the point.
Well, he wants to shoot. You know, he's up there winning. He wants to shoot. He wants to get to 8 and 9 and 10 and 11. He'd rather shoot a little aggressive shot than to duck.
And you can't really blame him for that.
No, he's leading, and he's going to go on with whatever way he's played this tournament so far. He's not going to change, get a little timid now.
No, if he does that, he'll be doing like the likes of you and you and me are.
Yeah, but he's not as good a commentator. But at any rate, Archer didn't make a ball again, I don't think.
No, he sure did. And Shannon's got a shot here, but I don't know how reachable it is for a left-handed player.
Yeah, you're right. Well, he can reach it. You think he's going to cut it in and try to twirl 2 rails, or he might go right at the 6. See, the 6 is near the 2. I mean, if he just cuts it naturally, he might go right at that 6. He's twirling it in, though, so he's going to change the path a little. But if he billiards it, he's going to love it. Perfect.
Now, the 5 ball is a little touchy. It's by the 8 ball right in the middle of the table. It'll go in a corner or the side.
Right. Right. It goes either place.
Or, for that matter, as the 4 lies, if he had to, it could go into the 8-5.
No, but I don't think that's the shot he's going to execute. It's, the 5 goes in 2 places, and where the 4 is, he can get to one of the places for sure. Probably the corner.
Well, I just follow this.
Yes, get straight in on that 4, and you'll love it. You can't get straight in on it in the side. But if he got the angle that's a little off in the side, then he can go to the 5 in the same side.
Right.
If he got straight in on the 4 in this corner,
then
he can play the 5 in the
showpiece from 1996 Chemical Billiard Series with autographed balls. If you come over and buy one of those 10 tickets right now, he's going to throw in one of those Pro Billiard Tour T-shirts. Can't be that.
Okay, Shannon. This is like 1 shot a game is the key to fall on the ball properly, and you win the game. This is that particular shot. If he gets on the 4 good, that's it. Straight in or a little off. He got a little bit of an angle.
He got a little bit of an awkward angle.
Yeah.
I think he might have to play this in the side.
He does, and he don't have a real good angle. It isn't like he could naturally shoot it and roll to the side pocket. He's going to have to stroke this a little. But I think he can hold it for the corner pocket. I think it's straight enough. That's what it looks like he's doing. Straight enough. Oh, we were wrong, right.
Well, he made a nice shot there.
Yeah, he did. He didn't have much angle to do that with. But he's at the table in control of the cue ball. Fall on the 8, right off the 7, and
well, I might go all the way down to the end rail here.
if you could, without taking a chance scratching, that would be
right. I'd hit this before the side and go 2 rails to get it down there.
No,
that's okay there too.
As long as the ball's hanging, I mean, he could do it. But I agree with your first assessment.
Well, he wants to stay away from the 8-9 is my only point. However you decide to do that.
Well, the main thing here is to get an easy shot on the 8. He got on the 50-yard line, I believe.
Yes, he did.
Yeah, this is what I mean. You get on that. That's why you really would have tried to get down that end rail before you shot the 7. It's much easier to control anywhere you want. At that distance, you can hit it too thin, you can hit it too hard. And he got on what I call the 50-yard line. So
well, he'll probably make this low.
He probably will, but you know, when you're playing a tough player like Archer, you want everything to be easy. Well, he fell back in line, and he does have an easy one now for sure. But you don't want to have to do something extra on the 8 when you're in control of the run out.
Right.
But anyway, he won the game, and he's leading 8-6 now. Yeah, when I myself, I know you feel the same way. When you get a shot on the 1 and you can fall on the 2 easily and all that, you should no longer have a tough shot in that layout, especially the 8. I like to just stick on the 8 and have the 9 a foot away in the pocket.
Right.
That's what we try to do anyway. If your opponent leaves you there, it's a different story, but you should never have a tough shot on the 8 when you're in control of the rack. Okay, he really clouded him, but he didn't come close to making the ball. But he didn't leave a bargain either.
No.
I don't know if he can cut this inside.
I don't either, and even if he can, he either has to hit the 8, the 2, or wrist scratcher.
Yeah. Yeah, he can go off the 2 right in that pocket like he did the 9 ball a couple racks ago.
There's a nice shot of it on the monitor,
Right.
and that looks like it's a very thin cut to make it.
It is. He's looking at the push. He's going to push and try to outthink young Shannon.
Well, what do you do with this? Now it's you can't make it inside.
You can't make it inside. I don't know what Johnny has in mind. You always got to have something in mind. When you push the ball out, you have to have something in mind. If the guy says shoot again, you got to have a plan. Now, Shannon doesn't see any plan, as we don't.
Well, I would give this up. The only
Yeah.
shots I see are the 1-8 combination, or maybe playing it in off the 2 ball. I don't see a safety. Do you?
No, I think Archer's playing poker right now with him. You know, what he's right now thinking, well, what in the world is Archer going to do if I give it to him? Yeah, but see, he finally saw what Grady and I saw. Nothing.
Well, it was worth him looking at for a moment. It's not a very good feeling when you just lackadaisically tell your opponent to shoot, and then he plays a simple safety and locks you up.
Well, Johnny, right, and Shannon didn't see any of that. So now Johnny, I think, made a bluff, and it didn't work. So now, you see, if you had a plan, you don't have to think this long when your opponent says shoot.
Shannon's got a shot here.
Right? Yeah, this is the results. It's not a great shot, but it's a shot. You know, he's on the end rail here, and he's got a little angle on the 1, but he does have a pocket.
Roll it.
Yeah, you just got to roll it and hope it rolls true.
Well, Simona's cloth is conducive to things like this.
Johnny made a bad push.
Well, I didn't like it. I didn't see anything good.
No, I didn't either. And it looked for a while like...
I don't like going down to a bunch safety. Don't you have the same sentiments? I'd rather push for something tough and go ahead and have a stab at it.
Oh, you're right. Well, is he going to
I
get
started
position?
to say he could do that.
What is going to happen here?
Well,
He snookered himself. Well, because he had 9 ball on his mind. He actually was hoping he made that 9. And
well, didn't he have an angle, Danny, where he could overcut the 2 and miss the 9?
Sure, but he wanted to make the 9. He thought that was free. He could make the 9, and really, it was a little unlucky to go behind
Look at this.
the
Look
5.
at this. Johnny
Boy.
can't even shoot this unless he elevates the cue.
Yeah, which makes the shot 10 times more difficult. See, this shot with a player, if he could roll it in and catch that end rail, he'll make it a good many times on you. But to jack up now, because I don't think he can just roll it. He's going right at that pocket if he just rolled it.
He can't roll it.
So, and therefore he has to jack up if he's going to shoot it. But there's no gun on his head that says you got to shoot
I
it.
don't know that I would shoot it anyway.
I wouldn't, no.
The cue ball could go into the 6.
No, what I would do here, and you probably would too, is bank that 3 between the 5 and 6. Try to get the 3 all the way down the end rail, and he might go 1 rail behind the 5.
Right, that's a good shot.
But the main part of the shot is to get that 3 down the end rail. If you happen to snooker the guy, then it's a bonus. But right now, speed on the 3 ball is the main issue. But apparently he's trying to, maybe he doesn't see that shot. You know, it is easier to see things up here than it is at the table.
Well, I think he's an underdog to win this game if he decides to shoot at the 3 here.
I think so too. But I think he's finally going to see the shot. That's the only thing I could see in the way of a safe. You know, and after the safe, the only other thing is to jack up and pop it in. But percentages, you got to play that safe. And I think he's going to do it. At least attempt it. You know, bank it between the 5 and 6, get that 3 down the end rail, and you might go right behind the 5. He shot. Maybe he didn't see that shot. You know, there's no guarantee that he has to see the same things we see, right?
No. But to be honest with you now, if I'd have had to shoot the 3, you put a gun on me and said, Grady, you got to shoot the 3, I would have shot at the left corner.
Yeah.
I mean, I think his percentage of making it is higher there, don't you?
Yeah.
When you look at those backward cut angles from long range, like that shot he just had, I find them very difficult.
They are, but he didn't have as much chance to scratch, you know, make the cue ball on that shot as he did on
Now,
the other.
meanwhile, look at this. How is Shannon going to get on the 5 here?
Oh, he can hit the 9 right on the nose with a little draw, and it'll glance towards the 5. Oh, he didn't have to, but maybe he didn't know that shot.
Well, this isn't what I call quality position.
No, this is not good at all.
If you roll it, you could end up straight in on the 6. And if you try to elevate and do anything else,
well, he has that little wrong angle where, you know, if you hit it natural speed, you might go right on the 6, straight, you know, on its face.
That's
like
a good
that.
point. He came very close to doing it.
Yeah, he's got a thin hit. I don't think he should shoot anymore. Do you? I mean, this ball, he's going to have to cut, and the cue ball's going to have to fly back and forth.
Well, I don't know that I go back and forth. I think I'd try to go 2 rails about into the 9 ball.
Oh, I don't know about that one. He jumped up, made
I'll tell you what, he made a great
Oh, he
shot.
went into the 8. Now that I could see. I mean, great shot.
I didn't know he had that kind of angle. That was a terrific
Tremendous shot. Tremendous. And he's going to get a win on it, too. That was a great shot.
Okay, nicely done. And our score is fixing to be 9 games to 6 Daulton.
That's a pretty commanding lead near the end of the match on this
Especially
equipment.
on tough equipment, right?
Right. Johnny is not the favorite to get up and run 3 or 4 racks. You know, ordinarily with him, you don't want him to get back to the table and get to that break because you might sit a while. But this equipment is an equalizer for that thing, and therefore the lead is bigger. Shannon's checking the rack. He likes it. He's got to be liking everything right about now.
Sure.
Archer's the #1 ranked player in the world, and he has a chance to beat him.
Got a great chance to beat him.
Made a ball on the break, and he said he's making faces because I don't know.
No, he didn't make
Oh,
one.
he didn't. It didn't go in. It hung. I got snookered by a person just now. But
why is it when you're behind that it seems like you get these tough shots as your opening shot? I don't even know what I do here. What are you going to play, the 1-9 combination?
Yeah, play the 1-9 combination and draw the ball back.
I mean, you can cut the one on the side,
Well,
but he's got turned whitey loose.
Yeah, well, again, this is such a thin hit that it's so tough to control the cue ball. It's going to go back and forth quite a bit. But he is cutting it inside, or he's attempting to. Good shot. He's going to bounce just right. That was an excellent shot.
Excellent shot, sure is.
He has a chance to win the game. You know, I don't see any problems getting on the 3. Just draw the ball back.
Well, I see a little problem. If that 6 happens to be, see, with these smaller pockets.
Yeah, you're right. If that 6 is froze on the point, then he don't have much of a shot with that 4.
I wouldn't play the 4-6, but he's got an angle where he can go over on the other side of the 4.
Yeah, he got good. can do that.
But that's what I meant. If he got straight in on the 3, then he'd have to play that combination.
Well, he's a great player, and I'm sure he tried to get this angle, and now all he has to do is make the ball, and it looks like automatically going 1 rail to the 4.
I've heard a lot of nice things said about Jose Garcia's play here, too. A lot of people don't even know him, never heard of him. Boy, he's a great player. He runs 200 or 300 playing straight full.
Yeah, I know that. I heard about him a long time ago. I haven't been, fortunate enough to watch him play much, but I have heard great things. And he's in the tournament yet, so, that's pretty
Sure. He owns a room in Vineland, New Jersey.
He overcut it. Oh, boy. For a second there, I thought he was going to hit the 9. He cut it so much.
I don't like the 5-6 combination, especially.
Well, I can't tell where the 6 is. Is it on the point of the...
Maybe we can get a close-up of that. There it is.
There it is. Oh, that ball's hanging. Oh, he's got no problem there.
I thought it might have been a...
Yeah, if it was up another inch, then it changes everything because it don't have a full pocket. Oh, look at this. He's got an angle, I think, to go 1 rail and shoot the 5-6 combination. Unless he wants to draw it back a little and shoot the 5 in the corner, I'd play for the combination.
Yeah, the angle he's got on the 4, sure.
Yeah. No sense game.
But he's got to be careful. He wants to hit
full.
His right-hand side of the 6, if anything.
Full. He don't want to hit rail first, whatever he does, because this ball will bank towards the 7, maybe behind the 7. But perfect speed, perfect control.
Nice shot, nice shot. Now here's a shot a lot of people think you have to draw. You do not have to draw. This is usually like a center ball and some left English. The cue ball will come naturally out above the 7. And he'd like a little angle on the 7 ball anyway. That's perfect. I don't see any reason to get cued here. Don't you just play the 8 in the far right-hand corner?
Yeah, there's no sense. The way the 9 is positioned, you don't have to gamble on getting good on the 8. You only have to do that when the position from the 8 to the 9 is a little something extra. When you can cinch the 8 somewhere, no matter where it is, and you're on the 9, then fall there. And that's just what he did.
I don't even think I'd try to go forward here. I just stop
Stick
the cue
the ball
ball.
and cut the 9 in.
Now Archer had to have this game, in my view, Danny. 10-6 is pretty rough. 9-7, possible.
Well, it's like this. Guy isn't on the hill. You may be allowed one more mistake possibly, but when he's on the hill, you can't make any more mistakes.
Exactly.
Got to play perfect. Right now, he's already planning that he has to play perfect because this level of play, another shot and he could break him and run out again, and you're done.
9-7.
9-7. It's not real bad. Ordinarily, 9-7 with Archer breaking, you'd almost want to bet on him. But again, with this equipment,
Yeah, not under these conditions.
no one is. I haven't seen anyone run 3 racks.
I haven't seen anybody run 2 racks. Because you can't make a ball on the break. It's also very hard to come from behind. You get behind, the lead's going to hold up a lot better here.
Sure. Well,
There's a nice view of Johnny Archer on the screen.
right. Had a little bit of tinge of impatience there. Get this thing racked so I can break and run this rack. And now he don't like the rack. He thinks something's a little off. Okay, let me see now. Shannon thinks the rack's all right now. Archer has to second it. He must like it because he set the cue ball down. He moved it a little further to the right now. He didn't try the center break anymore.
Well, he's had really bad results.
He didn't hit that one good at all. He glanced, flew right inside.
Well, he's been getting such bad results. He took quite a bit of the power off of it, and that's his trademark almost.
Yeah, and he glanced it though. Taking the power off is fine, but hit it on the nose. He glanced it. You know, it's just amazing that the guy, the best part of his game or one of his strengths, has got fickle in him.
Now look at the lay of the 6 and 9 here, Danny, and I don't know if the 6 will go, but even if it does, with the 7 where it is, you don't have much room to place a cue ball in there.
No, you don't. I can't see exactly. I can't see if it's possible he has a billiard on the 9. I don't know. I don't know if he can make the 6. It's awful close. Well, now at this view, it looks like the 6 goes. It looks like you can fall on, like where the 8 is or the 4 is, and get on the 6.
Now the 4 to the 5 is touchy here also.
That's the trick part. Then 5 to the 6 is going to be a little tough too. Let's see what he does. You know, he's got to play real hard this rack. It's very, very strong to get on the hill first.
Yes, but he's gotten a really tough angle here.
He does, but he's at the table at least. No, tough as it all is, wouldn't you rather be at the table now than sitting?
Especially if I'm close to the ball and I can see it, like he is here. But this is a tough cut. He might have got a bank shot here too.
Yeah, that's what he's doing. He's banking this for sure. Oh, he isn't. Boy, oh boy. He's such a great banker that when this comes up, you think he's going to bank it. I mean, he fell a little bit thin on the 4. He'd like to be just a little bit fuller so he can draw at one rail because he can't go forward on this. There's balls in the way. Now, I don't know if he can get this past the side pocket.
I don't either.
Especially the wet conditions, the rail's going to push it immediately when he goes into it. The draw won't grab before the rail pushes.
And see, he's got to shoot this hard enough to go 2 rails anyway.
I know it.
And get it past the side. And if he hits at that speed, he won't get maximum English.
No good. No good.
I looked at that shot, and I didn't even discuss it with you because I saw that angle was no good.
No, he had to get a little bit fuller on that 4. But now I think you got to go 1, 2, 3 rails and try to go behind the 7 and those balls.
Well, especially with the lie of the 6 ball. What I try to do here, if I mishit it a little bit, I'd like to leave my opponent long and straight in on the 5 with the cue ball pretty close to frozen on the end rail, and he can't get on the 6 anyway.
Right. Good evaluation. Yeah. Distance, when position is funny, is very strong. So I would go, like I said, 2 rails, 3 rails, and try to go behind this 7 ball.
Right.
And if not, get as close to that end rail as you can. Well, he did none of it. No, he wasn't thinking there because he could have fanned that, and distance would have been pretty easy. But he left Johnny a chance to save him. I mean, what do you do here, Grady?
Well, he's got a number of ways to play this. He can knock the 5 over to the side rail and down on the end rail and the cue ball down maybe around the 6 ball. That's not a bad safety.
That's what he's doing. Maybe he'll get him with the 8.
Like this.
Maybe he'll get him with the 8, but he left the edge. Well, he can hit it pretty full, but what do you do now?
We're going to take a second and change the tape. We'll be right back. Okay.
We're still on the same shot, folks. We lost nothing now. He has a little tougher shot than he had earlier because this ball is maybe 8 to 10 inches off the end rail.
Well, I don't like knocking the 5 down here by the 6-9 because it would leave Johnny a nice billiard on the 9. Maybe.
Yeah, it's possible. Well, he tried to 3 rail the 5 and the cue ball, and he didn't get away with it. Yeah, he missed his opportunity to save from that other shot.
Well, I don't know. He might have got away with this.
Oh, no, he's got a cut.
Yeah, but this is not an easy cut.
Oh, no, but right now, the way the game's been going, this looks like a big pocket right now.
Sure.
You know, any chance when you look like you were dead.
Yeah, but the part too, Danny, I don't like about it is to make this the most natural way, you got to run that cue ball back and forth across the table. And if he hits the 6 or the 7, he could get in trouble real easy.
Well, the 6 goes in both pockets, so he can go back and forth and even get.
Stay slightly above me.
Yeah, he can go back and forth.
Okay.
Back. He went back, forth, and back again, and got himself. His back and forth had one extra fourth in it. He can hit it maybe, but I don't think he can make it for sure. Yeah, his
well,
speed
I didn't
was
like
bad.
that shot. It didn't look natural in
You
any
turned
way.
out to be right. The speed wasn't natural, but you know it's almost back to that. The balls know who's losing. You know, try to go back and forth and stop it on that rail.
All right, if he makes sure he stays well above the 6 and 7, then he risks missing the ball.
Mm-hmm. But as I said, it was kind of, if you had a bet that you can go back and forth and put the cue ball on that rail snookered, that'd be a pretty tough shot.
Oh yeah, I agree with that. Sure.
But the balls know who's winning, and it's a big match. So therefore, this will happen.
Well, this is a big shot too, because a big game. It's going to be 9-8 or 10-7.
Yeah, very big game.
And if Johnny loses this game, he's got to worry about even getting back to the table. Well, I don't see any mystery here. Don't you take a shot to kick it in?
Looks that way. Looks that way. Hitting the edge of it isn't going to help if he can hit the edge. You see, he just went back and forth on a shot like this, and he snookered himself. But now he has to snooker the other guy. It's a tough shot. Right? Look at this.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're right, though. No sense looking anymore. Get up and fire, and maybe you can kick it in somewhere. I would aim at the bottom side of the 6. The 6.
Or you could even make the 9. If you do
Right,
that.
right. That's what to do. Try to hit that 6 on his right side, and he may billiard the 9 in. It's a chance to play safe anyway. Well, he cut it. He did have an angle, and he cut it.
Well, actually, from where he was, that's not a terrible shot.
No, not at all. Not at all.
Now, if Shannon has a full pocket for the bank, he might go for this and swing the cue ball 3
Yeah,
rails.
he's looking at it.
But I wouldn't do it unless I had a full pocket.
Right. I tell you what, it's not a good idea to do it, but you got to be careful you don't put it on the 9 and give the guy a combination or a billiard. That's the whole problem here. But he does have a safe. He's going to bank at it, I believe. Oh, he did.
Well, I like that shot.
Well, he did too.
Well, a guy with his banking ability, Danny, wouldn't you say that's probably an 80% make for him?
Sure, but is that good enough? Playing a match, don't you want to have a better percentage?
Well, yeah, when you can get it.
But a little while ago, he cut a ball like that in when I thought he was going to bank it. Now he banked it in, and he can get on the hill if he falls on the 8 properly, and he did. Oh, this is pretty good here.
Well, it's not perfect, but I sure like playing in the side better than the
Shoot
corner.
it inside and draw to that right hand
this
side.
is-
He's playing the corner. I don't like this at all.
This is a tough shot.
Oh, it's not a tough position. It's a little tough.
Oh, he was straighter than I thought.
But still, I like the other shot because it's a little tougher shot, I believe, and a little more stroke to it.
Okay.
Well, anyway, whatever he's doing, he got to 10.
10-7.
Jimmy
Well-
Archer's got to win. Johnny Archer's got to win 4 in a row now.
Shannon's been playing with a lot of confidence lately, and I can't blame him.
He's got a pocket full of money too.
Well, sure.
That makes your stroke a little loose.
Yeah. Well, his mom and dad helped him during the formative years. You know, they paid for him to go to tournaments and backed him in small stakes money games.
Did you ever meet his father?
Oh, I loved his father.
They
He died
traveled
here
together.
recently.
Yeah. Yeah, they were more like brothers than father
Yeah.
and son. Uh-oh. Yeah. This is an 0-0 for Johnny Archer.
Now, Danny, don't you like hitting this with a little pace and trying to make the one ball go towards the right-hand
Oh, yes,
corner?
that's what he's going to do. A little bit of stroke, and the cue ball forces forward. The one glances to the right, and he'll be shooting it in that pocket to his right.
I mean, it goes naturally, though. You don't want to slug this. or
No, you
anything,
don't
just
slug
a
it. Finesse
nice
it,
medium
and you'll,
speed.
yeah, finesse it, and you should have it in that other pocket. Oh, he didn't hit it hard enough. And, you know, also,
He caught the three a
he hit
little
the cue
thickly.
ball a little bit low.
Yeah.
You know, a little bit higher, and he would have forced forward. Now he's going to have to play safe. Oh, he might have put him right in jail.
Oh, what a spot.
Oh, boy.
You're down 3 games and
Yeah,
facing a tough kick.
Now, forget down 3 games. If it's 3-0, this isn't a disaster. But when the guy's on the hill and you're down, it wouldn't matter if you weren't down. If it were 10-10, this is disaster.
Now look at Johnny. Now he's going to have to draw this ball if he expects to hit inside the 9 and hit this 1. Because if he makes sure he goes long enough to miss the 9, he misses the 1 without drawing.
I don't know. This is a tough hit.
See,
He hit the 9. He didn't have that path.
No, that's what I meant. He didn't.
Yeah. I think he's a little disgusted with himself here. The break didn't work right for him, and you know, he is #1, and he would like to win this tournament like all of us, but it looks not too good for Johnny Archer right now.
Oh, you know the shot I might play here. I might take an angle and just try to make the 1 in the right-hand corner, and well, this is all right the way he's playing it too. You come down but to the side rail and back down between the 5-7.
Yeah,
not
that's
bad
what
at
you
all.
Take the cut on the 2 and fall on the next ball, and the game should be over, and the match. Yeah, fall on the 5, and this match will be history.
Well, all he's got to do is spin out to the side of the 5.
No, he's reversing it and going 1 rail, it looks like. That's what he did, and he got on the 50-yard line.
Well, now, can he miss the 8?
I don't think so. I think he blocked his paths. What he can do is cut the 5 in that pocket where the 8 is.
True.
And go 2 rails without hitting the 6.
Oh, that 6.
And that'll do it.
That 6 is pretty close to the pocket, though, for that. He's got to
No,
get it.
he has a rail. He has a rail, I believe. It's a tough shot. Well, he's going to cut it in the other pocket and try to miss the 8. Can he do it? Nope. The answer is nope. But he got that extra kick that gave him a shot.
Yeah. Well, you know, that's peculiar. Danny, you and I saw him hitting the 8, but he didn't even come close to missing it.
No.
He hit it full in the face.
That's right. And it isn't like he hit it with speed where he'd glance and go on to this ball. The 8 hit the rail full and double kissed the cue ball out into position.
Now, here's another one of these shots.
Could he have played that? I
No,
don't think
this
so.
is not dissimilar to Johnny's shot, right? If he
You're
cuts at it,
You're
it's
right, except
not
he can't
natural to go
snooker
back
himself.
and forth.
Yeah, but he's not going to snooker himself. Oops. This match's not over yet.
No, but this is tough here.
I know, but it's better than the guy making the ball.
Yeah.
Wherever it stops.
You're right. Well, that's not in the big ball position. Isn't that 6 about an inch off the rail?
It is, and I think he could fan it. I
Well-
think he could cut that paint and go at least long.
Well, I might consider hitting it to the end rail and into the right side of the 8. And that way, you know, the 6 at least won't be on the pocket side. Well, he's looking at taking a kick at this.
Yeah. He's going to go down swinging. He's not going to go down with a safe.
Well, I can't fault that thinking.
No. Just make sure you hit it, because as long as you hit it, anything can happen. Oh, what a hit. He
Oh,
missed it.
brother.
He missed it by a hair, and he had great position.
He struck that very
He
well.
did. He did. he hit it just the way he wanted to. 2 rails, cut it, and he would have. That would have been a great shot.
Now, Shannon, can he reach this?
You know, instead of a great attempt, it would have been a great shot.
Yeah.
See, here's where a little while ago, being left-handed hurt him, and now it hurt him again.
Al Romero, Danny's referring to, a terrific opposite-handed player.
That's what I like to recommend everybody. I teach the younger people especially. Play both hands. It's so strong to be able to play both hands.
Well, he's in pretty good shape.
Isn't he kind of straight in?
No, he's got a little angle.
He's got a little angle. Well, right now
I'd rather be straight in here. I wouldn't mind shooting and stopping and taking that angle on the 8. That's no big deal. But actually, he's got an angle where all he's got to do is make it.
Well, when you're on the hill with Johnny Archer, this has to look real good.
This looks good if you're on the hill against anybody.
Yeah. He had an angle.
Yeah. Now left-handed, very easy to reach this.
Right.
I don't blame him for wiping his stick off.
Yeah, he's running around. You can see it in his face. He's won this match in his mind, and he is very excited about it.
The only way he can lose the match now is miscue.
Yeah. Isn't he moving a little faster? And don't mention the miscue.
Might as well do the super stroke. No, I'm just kidding. No, nicely done. He's played a great match, and we are going to do an interview.
Shannon the Cannon, 11-7 over Johnny Archer, #1 ranked. Big win. Now let's hear what he has to say.
While we're waiting on him, I'd like to mention that this product or any of a host of other quality ACCUSTATS creations are available by the mere expedient of dialing 1-800-828-0397. Quite a hubbub and hustle and stir about the room now, as that was the feature match. Still a lot of other great matches taking place. All right, he's making his way up here as we speak. Is the microphone ready for him? Let's make sure that's turned on.
First of all, congratulations.
Thank you
very
much.
Victory. Great victory.
That was a good victory. That's a big match for me right there.
It was a very big match.
Big match.
You played very well. We're proud of you. You made a lot of great runouts, good defense. And I touched on it early on in the broadcast about your banking ability, and actually you made a couple of great shots with terrific banks.
Right. Now there, how does it feel when you're on the hill and all of a sudden you're falling on the 6, the 7, you see the 6, the 7, the 8, the 9. I mean, you started running around faster, and I could see the excitement in your face. You felt it inside. You said, "I'm going to win," right? Isn't that a great feeling?
Right.
Anyway, you played a great match under adverse conditions. We know that table is not great for making balls on the break, and it's a little wet, and the ball bounces a little more, but you handled it a little better than Archer, and you won, and it's a great victory, and I want to wish you good luck.
Thank you very much.
Well, I want to tell you, Shannon, that I called it a pick-em match. I've been really excited about the way you've been playing over the past couple of years, and to tell you the truth, in retrospect, as I look back at the match, I think you outbroke Johnny Archer.
Well, I knew that the table was not going to break good because it's wet, so therefore we're playing a cat and mouse type of game, which more of a one-pocket style game, more of a move. Whoever gets the first shot's probably going to win the set. So that's basically what I just tried to do. I didn't expect either one of us to run a lot of racks because I played a set on the table earlier, and Nick just got done playing on it, and he said it didn't break good.
All right, if you'll remember, about the third or fourth game, you moved to the middle of the table, and the first couple of times you didn't make anything.
Correct.
But then you started to make balls on the break, and Johnny moved over there, but he scratched.
He scratched.
Scratched twice. Never made one.
Right.
So you outbroke him and outplayed him. You deserve.
He also, what about that game that the 4-9 was dead and he scratched on the break and I was sewed up on the 1?
Oh, we got a question to ask you now. The only spot that Daddy and I disagreed with, and we're only having fun.
On the 1.
We're only having fun here constructively. What were you trying to do when you placed the cue ball in there by that 1 and 3 that were real close, and you made the 1?
But
you didn't mean to get there on the 3, did you?
No. See, it was super, super close. I barely did have room to set the cue ball down without fouling a 3, and I had to spin it a little. Well, I thought if I could hit it just a little firmer, that I could bump the 3 and go past it and shoot it in the other corner.
Okay.
See what I'm saying? I'm trying to just roll forward.
Yeah,
there.
it did look funny because.
Well, from up here, it looked like that's where you tried to get. And we both said, no, he couldn't have tried to do that.
No, I was trying to just bump the 3 and go on past it, but it was so close that I just wanted to make sure I made the ball. You know what I'm saying? And take the shot I had. I figured any shot's better than no shot.
Well, anyway, we really enjoyed watching your championship performance. You got a great chance to win the event now. We wish you all the luck in the world.
I thank you guys very much for doing it. And I hope I play as good as I just played there.
I think you will.
Thank you all very much.
Thank you. And Danny, it was a pleasure working with you.
Same with you.